What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TOSHI today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 9th day of June today, and here we are at about 30528 with 21 hours and 18 minutes left in the day. You had a little bit of a move up over the weekend, but nothing too crazy. Really, it just looks like you're finding resistance in the same exact trend that you've been finding resistance. You know, I did think that you broke out of your bull flag here, and I don't think that you're in a bull flag now. I think you broke out there, but it's clear that you are actually just in this kind of parallel channel. Man, my straight drawing line capabilities today are on fleek, y'all. We're on good. We're on the good levels of straight line drawing capabilities today. That means my analysis will be 100% perfect. We're going to do this, all right? So what's going to happen is TOSHI's going right through the roof. No, okay. If we're looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, 1 hour RSI here, getting overbought. It's good to see, but nothing too impressive. Actually, no, it's nice. That's a good bit of volume there on the 1 hour with that move up. I mean, I don't expect it to merit any further growth, but maybe. I don't know, man. If you get moving up, I'll tell you what. If by the end of today or at any point today, if you're above 3054, maybe we're not moving lower. Maybe that is the low. Maybe. I mean, you broke out with pretty good volume. No follow through, which isn't fun. You want to see follow through, but where you're finding support is that prior resistance. This actually does look good. So here's the deal. You're actually in this range right now of neutrality, where you actually have a chance of providing this to be a low or breaking out and validating that you will go lower, or at the very least form a double bottom, right? Something like that. So these are the lines in the sand. You break below 3052, we're probably going to go below this low, or at least back down to that area. You break above 3054, I would think the low's in. You're probably going to move up higher, but potentially. Potentially. Okay, if we're looking at this here on the 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour RSI actually looks kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, it's bad. Just right here, this I like seeing higher. Okay. I don't know what just happened there. I like seeing higher lows and higher highs. This kind of trend right here, right? You got the little blemish, but I like seeing that. That makes me think that you're going to continue charging up. You are at an area that you found resistance at time and time again. Overall, the RSI looks pretty bad. So, other than this just general little area right here, I'm going to stick with the overall look. I think you're just finding resistance where you found resistance before, and you're likely going to go down. After all, you've got a higher high here than this high in the RSI, a lower high here in the price, hidden bearish divergence. It's not good. You're really just potentially breaking out, finding resistance at prior areas of support. That actually might make more sense. I know we're in the land of neutrality, but I'm kind of leaning toward the downside still. Look at that too, man. That's not a good look. Here, we're definitely adding to the bearish effect here. When you reach for the golden ratio but you can't hit it, you see that little space right there in between the price and the golden ratio. That oftentimes implies that there's either A, not enough buying pressure, or B, too much selling pressure for the price to get up. It's the same thing. I don't know why I say that. It's the same thing, but like if there's not enough selling pressure, that means there's a lot of buying pressure. If there's not enough buying pressure, then that means there's a lot of selling pressure. But anyways, likely we do reject from here. And if we reject, I would expect at least a double bottom, if not something lower. Let's see. Let's see here. Hold on. Daily time frame. Yeah, that 4 hour RSI, that 4 hour time frame made me bearish, that's for sure. Low to high here, below the 382. Aha, and we're back testing the 382 for resistance. Yeah, that's like the kiss of death right there, death and despair. Not death. I shouldn't say that, right? It's not that dramatic, but just you're likely going to reject. Okay, you're likely going to come down at least to find support at the 0.5. So I'm very convinced, most convinced now that I've been throughout this whole video, that we are going to see prices below this low. Just where's the low going to be? Are we going to drop all the way down to our golden ratio? I kind of doubt it. Are we going to drop to our 0.5 area? You know, that seems to be promising. I'm expecting Bitcoin to drop about 9% or so from its current price. If Bitcoin drops 9%, the average altcoin will probably drop about double that. And TOSHI, 18%. Sure, maybe drop just below the 0.5. It doesn't have to be perfect. After all, if we look at the daily time frame here, you have a closing bit of resistance right here. Have a little shelf of resistance. Finding support at that would be good. 30426. That's about a 20% drop, 19% drop. I could see that happening, man. I could really see that happening. That makes a lot of sense to me. And think about it like this, right? Man, those straight lines are on point, but I didn't. It's a straight line, but it's not on point with the price. Let's see if we can get it. Pretty good. If they're getting worse, it's because I'm talking about it. But if you move down right there this week, look at that, right? You'd be finding support right at the base of this trend line, right there at this area of prior resistance, which could be support in an area that makes sense. I really do doubt that you're going to go to the golden ratio, because if Bitcoin drops 10%, I don't see TOSHI dropping 30%. I mean, maybe. It's a meme coin. It can be volatile, we'll see. But I think that you're probably in a good area to find support at about 3042. Okay, somewhere around there. If we're looking at this right now, I'm gonna have to delete some stuff. Hold on. Let's see. We'll delete the fibs. We'll delete the trend line. We'll delete this. Okay, if we look at this trend line here, yeah. Some people might think that Toshi's in the doghouse, that it broke out of this trend line. So somebody, was it on Discord? It wasn't on Discord. No, I didn't talk to anyone on Discord today. I don't think. I don't remember. Maybe it was on X.com. So somebody was saying that it broke out of its uptrend, so now it's dead. They were trying to make because I talk about Toshi looking good, but I don't like your meme coin, whatever meme coin it is. So you got to talk smack about this. Just because it broke out of this uptrend in the price doesn't mean that it's actually broken out of its uptrend, right? It still has higher lows. As long as you have higher lows, you are still in an uptrend. If you come down here, you are still in an uptrend. And oftentimes these diagonal lines, they don't hold up, right? And it was, I think, clear. Look at this for next time, right? You see how you bounced right here, immaculate. You bounced right here, immaculate. You see how the 3 days before you broke out, you were just consolidating, not finding a bounce at all. That's a clear sign that you're going to break through, okay? Just remember that for next time. And in hindsight, that should have been more clear. Sometimes it's oftentimes easier to look back and see the truth. But oftentimes when you break these lines, it's right below the line where you find support, and then you actually start moving higher. So I'm not worried about this at all. It's like the same people who were worried about the price here are probably the same people who were getting excited that we broke out to the highs over here. But it's like, just because you break out doesn't mean that you're, I mean, that's very bullish, don't get me wrong, but you can still break back into it. These diagonal lines don't matter. That's all I'm trying to say. And oftentimes situations like this where you have a 1, 2, 3 bounces, but instead of the third time bouncing, you actually break through, this is the area that you'd expect to find support. I just think we have a little bit lower to go. We'll get this daily RSI either into the oversold zone or around it, a little bit of a lower low, and then we'll probably start to recover and move up, yeah? It's not going to be like you go down and then you move up dramatically like that. It's going to be like you move down, you probably move sideways for a little bit, you have your moves up, consolidate, moves up, and then as you get closer to the top of this consolidation phase, that's when the magic will probably really happen, right? It's like here, you moved up, you had your moment, but then you consolidated, you know, whatever, consolidated, and then boom, then you broke out as you were at the upper ends of this overall consolidation phase, right? So once we get to the upper ends of this overall consolidation phase, that's probably when we're going to break out. I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say. We got the low target in mind, right? 3042. 3042, I think, is the price. I think, dude, I swear it's been like a day, and I've been looking for it. I think there's a mosquito, like one mosquito somehow underneath my desk. I leave the damn door open all the time, man, and that they like my blood. I got that sweet blood, man. I swear I got one. I keep like slapping myself. It's happened over the last day. I don't even know, man. I should wear pants. Okay, hold on. That sounded bad. Okay, I'm going to prove it. I'm wearing shorts. Okay, I got pockets. These are not, I'm comfortable, but I'm not that comfortable. You know what I mean? Don't get any impressions if you hear me saying I need to wear pants. I'm still wearing clothes, okay? You never know. You're watching these YouTubers, man. You never know. I like to think shout out to Ethan Gallstad. I think Ethan is investing in Toshi or has some of the E gang in Toshi. I always wonder if Ethan's sitting in his Jeep with some assless chaps or something, man. You never know. Maybe that's just my mind. It's going in the wrong place. I don't know. But shout out to Ethan Gallstad, Ethan Gallstad, not Gallstad. I always say that. Gallstad. You're the man. Seriously, man. I was actually just thinking about you before I even made this video, and I feel sad because I feel like we used to engage a lot more, and now we don't. We had a little back and forth there, but I hope all's well in your world. I hope everybody in the E-gang is doing well, and just, yeah, man. Yeah, you really do mean a lot to me, and you helped me whenever I was in the beginning phases of my journey on this YouTube channel, and getting to where I am now even, man. Like, I really do appreciate you showing me love and just being awesome, man. You're a good guy. Anyways, enough of the bread buttering. Let's move on from here, right? We're 30527 right now. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the upside, right? Because we talked about the downside at 3042, and then I started getting slap happy with the mosquitoes, and then I got all lovey. High to low here. High to low. Golden ratio 382 area. Yeah. Whenever we move up, so you're going to go down to 3042. The minimum target's 2045. So you got a 10x from the low as a minimum perspective. Okay, minimum aspiration. From the current price, it's about an 8.5x. Maximum might be something on the lines of a 20x. More than that once we go down, but the rest is history, right? We all know what's coming next. We all know what to expect afterwards. I would expect that this is probably going to be achieved sometime in July. That's the expectation. And then we'll go from there, guys. I mean, it's not going to be a straight line up all the way there. I would actually expect before we get to this zone, we probably do find resistance in the 786, 886. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're looking to take profits, probably something around here. If you're looking to trade the next move, right? It's like moved up here, could have sold, and of course, couldn't you have sold all the highs? Wouldn't it be perfect if you could do that? We don't know where they're going to be, but that respect on the golden ratio there, I think you will find respect in this area as well. You'll probably find some turbulence there going into the end of this month, and then going into July. That's whenever we'll start to move up higher. Yeah, that's the expectation. Okay, take care. Bye bye. See you on the next one. Thank you all. Bye bye.